This is John Cola with DiscountJuicers.com. Today we're going to talk about orange juice. Yes, I said it, orange juice. So some people might be thinking, orange juice, orange juice. You know, if I want orange juice, I go to my local supermarket and get a carton of orange juice off the shelf, bring it home, put it in my fridge, and every morning I'll take out my carton of orange juice and pour it in my glass and drink it with breakfast. Well, you know what? All orange juices aren't created equal, and especially if you're buying the ones from the store, they may be either A, from concentrate, or B, they definitely are pasteurized in most cases. And once you pasteurize a juice, it gives it a longer shelf life, but it actually takes away and degrades some of the nutrients and nutrition in that juice. So for that reason, I encourage everybody to make fresh pressed juices or fresh orange juice in their own home. And it's really easy to do with some of these different juicers I have on the table here today. So first I want to clear up one misconception about orange juice. You know, I said all orange juices aren't created equal, and that's for one very important reason. The way that orange juice is traditionally made, all the orange juices you buy at the store and orange juice is made with these style juicers here, would actually, in my opinion, don't even make an orange juice. What it makes, in my opinion, is an orange water. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean by that is when they make traditional orange juices, they're using one of these two juicers here. They cut the orange in half and they literally just squeeze out the water from the orange. And I wouldn't call it a juice because most nutrition in an orange is not actually in the water itself. But my dad told me this at a very young age. It's in the white pithy part. So you can see here, these oranges still have the white pith intact. This is where the bioflavonoids, antioxidants, and the most of the nutrition actually in the orange is contained. And so if you juice the whole orange, you're going to get all the nutrition in the pith, which is very valuable. And this makes what I call a total orange juice. And this is what I would consider a real orange juice, not the stuff made by these juicers or the stuff you get in the store that's just an orange water. And the taste is amazingly different. This is like a full-bodied orange juice. You've never tasted anything until you've tasted a full-bodied orange juice. So next, let's talk about the different juicers I have here on the table. These style juicers, as I had mentioned, make the orange water. This is called the Citrustar juicer. This is basically an electric juicer that you cut the orange in half, you put it on here, it spins, it's motorized, it squeezes the orange out, you're left with a lot of the different pulp on here. It does have a nice stainless steel straining basket, and then the juice comes out this little spout here, which then you could flip up to have it stop coming out. So that's a nice little inexpensive machine, really good to use. But, you know, I'm not really a fan of the electric machines. You know, it tends to not really work that well, and sometimes there's more or less pulp, and sometimes this screen gets really clogged up with pulp and whatnot. And it uses electricity. Plus, you know, I mean, this is really easy to clean. There's just one part here, a stainless steel screen here, and the main bowl to clean. But this next style juicer is a juicer that I prefer. This is called the Olympus Citrus Press. So this one's really easy. Once again, you cut the orange in half, put the orange there, squeeze this lever down. You know, it multiplies your pressure of you putting it down with the leverage to literally press thousands of pounds against the orange to extract all that juice out. Once you're done juicing, this one's really easy to clean. You just take this apart, two stainless steel pieces, a cone here, and the funnel. Really simple, easy to clean, and that's absolutely my favorite way to juice. So these two, once again, make the orange water. So the next kind of juicers we're going to talk about are the standard fruit and vegetable juicers. These are not dedicated juicers. These juice things from carrots and apples and all kind of general fruits and vegetables, and they will also juice your citrus. So this is called the VRT350 HD. This is my current favorite juicer for juicing fruits. It does an amazing job at juicing fruits, and I do have other videos showing the VRT juicer juicing all kinds of different fruits and how well it does. Right over here we have the Liquip 215 XL juicer. This is a high-speed centrifugal ejection style juicer. It'll juice fruits as well as other things. This one runs at approximately 10,000 plus RPMs. This one runs at 80 RPMs. So generally, the lower RPMs, the higher quality the juice. So today we're going to use the Olympus Citrus Press to make an orange water, show you how easy it is to use, and then we're going to make the total orange juice in the VRT350 HD, and we're going to show you the difference. So we have the same, size cups here, and first we're going to start off with the Olympus Citrus Press. all you simply do is you take an orange, and I do favor juicing Valencia oranges. They're better for juicing. They usually have a thinner rind. You just put that on the citrus press there and then press down the lever. So I am standing behind the machine. Normally you would stand in front of the machine. Just press that down. And as you can see, the juice drops down into the cup. And now you have basically an orange peel to dispose of. And this is nice and dry. So let's once again do that again. Put the orange in the cone. Press down the lever. And as you can see, all the juice is going into the cup. Nice, clean orange juice, or more appropriately, orange water. Once again, we have a nice dry peel. So let's go ahead and cut another one in half, and that was one orange. Let's cut another one in half and do the same thing. Pressing it out. This is really simple and really easy to use. Sometimes I'll go up a little bit and then come back down to make sure I get the complete extraction out of that orange. And this is one dry peel. The other thing that's nice about the Orange X is that this will also juice pomegranates. It'll also juice lemons and limes and tangerines. And smaller grapefruits. If your grapefruit is too large in diameter, over 3 inch in diameter, then you might have to cut it into quarters in order to juice it. So once again, that was just 2 oranges. And that's the other thing, if you make your own orange juice is amazingly inexpensive to make. It only takes a few oranges to make a whole cup of orange juice, and if you're buying orange juice, it's just much more expensive to do it that way, plus you're not getting as much nutrition, because freshest is always bestest. So you can see here that was just 3 oranges there. And now let's go for the 4th orange, and we should pretty much have a full glass. And here's the last half of the orange. So this is the total of 4 oranges in the Olympus citrus press. We're going to let that drip down for a little bit, but we have pretty much a full glass there. So now we're going to juice 4 oranges in the Omega VRT350 HD juicer. So in order to juice oranges in the Omega VRT juicer, what you want to do is you want to basically take a peeler. So I have a ceramic peeler here that worked really well, and you're basically going to peel off the orange coloring off the orange, because what you don't want to do is juice this orange coloring. The reason for that is that there's some naturally occurring chemicals in the peel that will give you really bad gas, flatulence, and indigestion. So unless you want flatulence, gas, and indigestion, plus you want the juice to taste really horrible, don't do it. So peel it off is the best way. If you're really lazy, you could actually just peel it, with your hands, or you could just actually take a knife and, cut off all the coloring. You definitely want to leave as much white pith on as you possibly can, because that, once again, is where all the nutrients are. So we're going to simply turn this machine on. This runs at a low 80 RPMs. We're going to cut this orange up into quarters, and we're going to go ahead and feed that into the machine. And as you see, once I fed the orange into the machine, you can see out one side we're getting an orange juice, a total orange juice, because now we are juicing the white pith, and the other side we're getting an orange pulp. Really easy and really simple to juice oranges in the Omega VRT juicer, and we're going to compare these 2 different juices in 1 second, and you'll be able to compare and see the differences in how the juice looks. Now, most juicers will not be that efficient at juicing fruits, but amazingly, this pulp coming out of this machine, it's fairly dry. So that's basically, we're on our 3rd orange here. Alright, so here's the 4th and final orange we're juicing. So you can just see the orange go into the machine, and there's a slow turning auger that basically just crushes up and literally squeezes all the orange juice out of the orange. And there it is. That was the final orange being juiced in the Omega Vert juicer. All the pulp is coming out. Now the pulp does come out very slowly. This is a really cool juicer because it actually has an automatic wiping blade, which is like the windshield wipers in your car to keep the juicing screen clean so that you will get a higher yield. So let's go ahead and turn the Omega Vert juicer off. So after a total of 4 oranges, you can see we have a full glass of orange juice from the Omega Vert juicer. And over on the Orange X, you can see we have a glass also of orange juice. But if you look really closely, like the juice made with the Orange X juicer, I mean, if you look really hard, you could almost see through it. It's kind of clear. But if you look over this one, it's a lot more darker and deeper in the color. And that's because it has all the white pith that's been juiced into there. Wow. That's a full body juice. So here's the thing. If you like a really sweet orange juice, you definitely want to go with one of these juicers because this tastes like a really sweet orange juice to me. This one with the white pith, it's not quite as sweet because you are tasting the bioflavonoids that, you know, aren't quite as sweet, and it actually balances out the sweetness. So it's a much more balanced juice, but it's also a much more nutritious juice. So that being said, if you do want to juice other kinds of citrus, such as grapefruits, you know, they say you should also peel the grapefruit skin off, although some people say you don't have to. Once again, the skin, if you don't peel it off, can taste rather bitter and does have some oils in there that I wouldn't personally drink myself. So I tend to peel them if I'm going to juice them. On lemons and limes, though, if you are using the Omega Vert or any other style juicer, you can just dump them into the juicer, peel and all. And they are digestible because they often use, you know, lemon rind in different recipes. But that being said, that'll be a totally different experience than the normal lemon juice you get out of like a press. Once again, on the tangerines, we want to peel the tangerines and leave the white pith on before juicing them in one of these style juicers. Otherwise, in this juicer, we could just, you know, cut it in half and squeeze out all the water, all the citrus water. So hopefully today you've learned the difference between an orange water and a total orange juice. Now the total orange juice always is going to be more nutritious, takes a little bit longer to make, but you will be rewarded with the best orange juice that you've ever tasted. So once again, this is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.